So what we will do today, we will have a sort of a idea as to what kind of reports are there pictorially where we can give. Okay, I again on behalf of Expo Innovative Business Solutions, I welcome all of you, and we will go to the thing. What we will do, we will first say the gratitude because to whom all we will have to say thanks. And normally we give, but I thought we will acknowledge the beginning itself. So the organizers, Expo Innovative Business Solutions, the organizers, the participants who have joined as well as who will be joining. And I thought the family for managing the home during this period and on so many occasions when we are attending many other sessions, meetings and discussions and all, they are able to take care and we attend everything from the home. So the people are now accustomed for a work from home sort of a thing, and they do not disturb us during this period. So naturally, the complete members of the family, they will have to be thanked. And all my seniors and friends in various professionals for the never-ending supports they give to me on this endeavor. Now, we will see what is the roadmap for today, an MIS overview, and then what is MIS development. MIS, what is the professional perspective in that? What could be the dashboard sort of thing? What are all the things? And then reports and reporting. Reports, what should be on the professional's perspective, right? So we go to the MIS overview. So if you really look at it, I have highlighted some of them on the blue ink. So quick information to the management. It is not only quick, definitely one more thing has to be added. So it is discussable. It is accurate information, quick and accurate information. And it is for the purpose of reporting and for decision making. So these two are very, very important. We will have to give a quick information to the management that MIS cannot be given on the next month for what has happened on the previous month first and all. No. So we have got different types of MIS. We will be seeing it something on a yearly, something on a monthly, something on a weekly, something on a daily, something on online. Like inventory positions and all in an ERP environment, you will be able to get an online. In case you want an MIS, you will be able to get it online. So the MIS is for quick information. So the management need not wait and then they should get it. And also definitely on an accurate manner. How to do it? We'll be going through that process. And what is it? It is a scientific way of, you can say it is a collection, processing, sorting, communicating information. Okay. All of us have been hearing data put it in a particular format becomes the information. This is what we have been listening and this is what we have been doing. How do we put in a different formats? It's entirely a question of individual taste and the organizational protocol and the organizational requirement. But mainly it is storing, collecting, and then communicating. But the management may be facilitated in discharging its duties. See, what is the most important thing is the management needs to be facilitated in discharging their duties. That is the underlying principle of what we want to do on MIS. Now, MIS overview, we have a hardware, software, many of these things, procedures of operating input, output and all, but it has to enhance the quality of management and timely, what we have been discussing, accurately, what I just now discussed, should be meaningful. Just because the management wants or somebody or client wants, I dump data. No, not like that. And it is meaningful information for what? For the management, basically for decision making, for planning, organizing and control. And it should have a continuous appraisal, and timely and meaningful information is the must. Where that is the major role of MIS if you really look at it. But all MIS should also have a cost benefit analysis. Based on that, we should do an MIS. Just for the sake of MIS, it cannot be very costly. We can't use a lot of funds on them preparing in a MIS whose benefit does not really commensurate with the cost that we have put in. So that should not happen. And it should cover all aspects of the organization, and it should be flexible. Definitely an MIS report, it cannot be a rigid, and then it should be flexible in case additional data or additional information is needed. We should be able to give it that. Now, MIS development, how do we do? So information needs of all managers should be ascertained. It is not that we only give MIS to the top management. Because if you really look at an organization, everybody contributes to the organization. So an MIS for the lower level executives or for the workers even, we will have to give MIS as to their productivity, their absenteeism, and what is the percentage of, let's say, the rejects which has happened in a shop, and what is the housekeeping, all those things. Like we have got total quality management, total productivity management, TQM, TPM, and all. They have got a lot of MIS boards on a dynamic way given in all the shop floors of many big companies. We have seen that. So MIS should cover needs of all managers. But definitely, what MIS I will be giving to the one level of management need not be the same to the other level of management. So that kind of a differentiation we should have to ensure in our MIS preparation. Objective of the MIS, that should be very clear. As we were discussing, just because we have to do an MIS, we should not do an MIS. That is not the right way of doing. And that should be a conceptual design, should be developed keeping in view of the objectives. We should have a conceptual design of the MIS when we really get on to the development of the MIS. And prior testing of the conceptual design should be done. We cannot simply put a thing to work as soon as we develop. We'll have to have a prior testing, and people who have worked in an ERP environment, whatever be the platform, we have got a ERP dashboard where we go through for so many iterations before we give it up. On the development stage, we do a lot of testing. Same thing should be done here also. And MIS, we were seeing it should be flexible. It cannot be rigid. So it should be change, keeping in view of the changing management needs. Anything you need, Mr. Kameswar Rao?
No, sir. No.
Okay, thank you. We just saw it should have a cost benefit. Cost of developing in a MIS should not outsmart the savings or the benefit that we are going to get because of the implementation of this MIS project. So that is very, very important. And active involvement of all managers. Otherwise, I think the whole thing will fail. Because if people are not actively involved, then any system for that matter, why MIS alone, anything will fail. So that we should take care of that angle. What should be MIS objectives? So instrumental in getting things done, utilization of resources, controlling cost. If you really look at it, the highlighted keywords, that is most important. Even in a MIS, we normally highlight some of the figures only very high. So the same logic I have applied here. So it should be instrumental in getting things done. Okay, we saw quick, accurate, all those things. And then utilization of the resources should be there. And it should definitely, certainly help in controlling, optimizing, or reducing cost. That's very, very important. Then we should have a variances, what we see. And many times we give, but what we have been seeing in many organizations, the variances are done sometimes only as a routine at the year end. Whereas some very progressive organizations, they do variances sometimes on a daily basis, sometimes on a weekly basis, bi-monthly, monthly. So they develop MIS system very strong, which gives the variances. Shift-wise variances we have developed when we were in SAIL. Because in each shift, what is happening, that there was an MIS and which used to flash across everybody's mobile even, so that the shift in charge knows what is happening. between one coil to another, if something is going wrong, then we used to immediately tell why something is going wrong. So there is a variance. My coil is getting skewed, my rejects are going up, my scrap is going up, please have a look at it. Or the temperature, we have level 1, level 2, level 3 systems in the plants, big steel plants and cement plants and all. So they can be directly connected with your ERP system, and from there you can give the output on the mobile. All these things we have done even say 2009-10 I am talking. So these days you have very robust system. So variances should be brought to the notice. Okay, the periodicity of the variance, as I said, it could be shift wise, day wise, week wise, month wise, bi-monthly, and quarter wise, yearly wise. That the management can decide. See, the operating managers need MIS on the working front. So they may need even shift wise some of the variances or some of whatever is happening, how much of power I have consumed. All those things they will need on a shift wise. For the top management, you may not need that kind of a day-to-day operation. Like in a strategy, we have a top management strategy, middle management strategy, and the strategy at the operation level. That is at the plant working level. We have that kind of a MIS we can prepare and then do. And it also brings the management strengths, strong points of the organization. MI definitely should bring, and then it will bring. What happens? We always listen that we should do a SWOT analysis and all. Absolutely right. But then we should not lose sight of our strength at any particular point of time, at any time. So we should have this strength always as our core point, and then we should build upon that. And then the weakness, we can always have a look at it, train our staff, reskill our staff, and also strength should be there. And as I was talking about rejection, spoilage, defective and all, they talk about the anything, any of these three. Suppose I have a rejection, that means I totally lose. If I have a defective, then I lose quite a good margin. Spoilage, it's again a waste. Redoing, I have not added that redoing. Suppose you redo a job, then you again put on labor, electricity, material consumption, all these things go up. So how much I have done? In fact, we have an MIS saying that how many things have been re-rolled back, or how many things have gone back to my furnace, and because of what? Who was on the duty? Or is it on a particular shift? Is there any problem? So all these things MIS can bring it out very easily. Now, professional perspective. These are all the things like resource utilization, economic parameters versus industry standard, treasury management, customer retention, customer service cost, supplier compliance, people profit chain, logistics management, and TPM and TQM.